Hey guys, so this is already part 2 of the apps that I use to build healthy habits. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, you can find it on my channel. Now that we're done with notes, let's go to the third app that I use to build healthy habits. And I've been using this app for a long time now because it's really helpful, and I think that you guys are too, especially for especially for iPhone users. I know that you've been using this app too. So the next and the third app that I use is Reminders. Sorry for all the pounding, the construction. At least it's not like before where it was kind of like really noisy. Sorry. This is what my reminders look like. Same with my Google Keep. I do have like labels, but in this case, I have lists. Now let's go to the first list. So my first list is house chores. And I put like everything, all of here that I need to do, like my responsibilities in the house, like cleaning the litter box, cleaning the pantry, cleaning the kitchen, cooking, and I also schedule them like monthly, every 2 days, or every day. On to my second list. It's called Other Reminders. Now this is very general, like anything that I could just remember that I needed to do, I just put it there. So like paying my Spotify, yes, I do pay it every month, or my driving seminar. Yeah, things that I have to remember. Next is actually Greenview things. Well, this is just for what I want to buy for the house, so let's skip that one. And the next list that I have is the grocery list. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know that I use pen and paper to make my grocery list. Now I actually do that, but I also have this list here on my reminders, but I actually just use this grocery list on my reminders if I remember something that I needed to buy in the grocery store if I don't have the pen and the paper with me. After that it's here, I actually transfer it to my list, the paper. Now the fifth list is my self-care checklist. So this self-care checklist is actually kind of like my self-care routine. Like nose strips, I do it like every week. Face mask every week as well. Mani-pedi, yes, I do my mani-pedi now since the start of the lockdown because, you know. The last is things to buy, so some random things that I just, you know, want. Hula hoop, shorts, something like that. For me to do this, I actually first add a list. So for example, what do I do nowadays? Like a lot, most of the time. Because we have 3 pets now, I take care of my cat and also this cute little baby who just joined us, so let's try pet care. So I just click this add list here, and I like to put the title pet care, and I also like to separate them in colors. So in this list, I like to add a new reminder. Because we just had this new dog, I actually had a new routine, and at 6 a.m. it's actually my playtime with Calby, and then at 7 p.m. at night it's my playtime with Bacon. And after adding a reminder, I like to click this I button here, and I like to set the date and also the time, but sometimes not the date anymore, just the time. Even if you don't include the date, as long as you toggle the button for the time section, there is also a new section called repeat, and that is what I usually use instead of the date. I schedule it maybe daily or every 2 weeks, monthly. So once you go back to like the home section of your reminders, you actually have this scheduled section. So once you click that, it's actually really helpful because you will actually see like the tasks you need to do on today or next day and some other dates. Now if you've watched my previous vlog, the Build Healthy Habits episode 4, where I mentioned I use Google Tasks. Now Google Tasks is also one of the apps that I use to build healthy habits, but the difference with Google Tasks and Reminders, Reminders is actually kind of like for my personal life, and for Google Task it's just plainly plainly for work. If you want to use Google Tasks, you can actually refer to this vlog. I actually showed you guys like how I do it on that app, tool, feature, whatever. The last app, and also my favorite, is the health app. In a minute, you will know why it's my favorite app to build healthy habits. I actually didn't know about this until Alex told me to use this. And once I opened it, I actually kind of like explored and I found these really amazing things, like what it could do, what it could track, and what it could record. So yes, I'm gonna be showing you guys, so I hope that this is gonna be really helpful. To see all the features of this, health app, just go to the browse sections and you could actually like see a list here. So first, let's go to mindful minutes. Every day I like to meditate, like the moment I wake up after reading. So I use this mindful minutes to track basically like the time I started meditating until I end my meditation. I just like to click add data on top, then I enter the time that I started meditating until like the end time. And I usually meditate at 5:30 and I do it for 10 minutes. So I just set the timer and I finish at like 5:40. The second thing that I like to track using this health app is my period. I like to track my period because I don't know, it just makes me feel ready, and this health app really like notifies you if you're gonna have your period in like the next few days, or if you're having like this fertile window. I just click the cycle tracking and here you can see like the dates. You can actually see some colors. So the blue ones would mean that it's your fertile window, and for the orange ones it's actually like your possible period day. Click period here and select had flow or no flow. I think I didn't show it here, but I also like to include the flow level if it was light, heavy, or medium. After that, like one of the important things that I also want to record are my symptoms. And sometimes I do have like acne, or I feel bloated, sometimes constipated. It's not just my period that I record here in the cycle tracking feature, but I also want to record my, cervical mucus quality. All the women out there, you would understand what this means, so yeah. Next feature that I use is the nutrition feature here. What I like to record here are my water intake and my vitamins intake. And I take vitamin E and vitamin C every day. On my favorite app, I also have a favorite feature. And my favorite feature that I use on this health app is the sleep section, or the sleep feature. Now you can actually activate this on your phone as well. So all you have to do is just scroll down and you can see there your full schedule and options. So all you have to do is click that. And for me, as you can see, I have a sleeping schedule on weekdays and also on weekends. And what I like about this sleep feature of this health app is when you have this full schedule, you don't have to set an alarm every single day, because when you do this and when you pick your days, you will have this alarm from Monday to Friday or whatever day you've set it. All you have to do is just drag these icons, the bed icon and also the alarm icon. So, and that will set your alarm for your bedtime and for your wake up time. And you can actually see below if you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So yeah, you might want to adjust that so you could get that amount of sleep. When you scroll down, you actually have your alarm options. Now you can set if you want to have a wake up alarm, the volume, and also the sound. So once you like go down or scroll down, you can actually find this wind down section. Now the wind down section actually notifies you to wind down now, slow down, stop using your phone because your bedtime is in a few minutes. You can actually set your wind down time. For me, I set it to 30 minutes. So because my bedtime is 9:20, at 8:50 every night, my phone reminds me to wind down now because my bedtime is in 30 minutes. When it's your bedtime already, so for me it's 9:20, so at 9:20 my phone automatically goes to like this bedtime mode, so it will actually stop receiving notifications. That is how I set my bedtime and also my wake up time. And what I like about this feature, this sleep feature, when your phone sets to like this bedtime mode, as you can see here, my bedtime is at 9:20 p.m. but as you can see on like this data, I go to sleep at 11 p.m., 10, 9:24. This is because once you open your phone, like after your bedtime, your phone actually starts to track your sleep, like the moment you stop using your phone until the moment you use it again. So in my case, for example, this one, my bedtime is at 9:20, but I was still using my phone until 10:36. That is basically what my phone tracked, but I always wake up at 5 a.m. I am very consistent with that one. So this is really helpful because you will know what time you slept in the past few days, and it will help you like know if you're getting enough sleep. So before we end this vlog, let's do some recap. So the first app that you can use to build healthy habits is Google Keep. There is also Notes, reminders, and of course your health app. And you know, with all of these apps, it might seem a lot. Once you get the hang of it, it will actually become easier. And when you're constantly, you know, keeping track of your routine, of your tasks, or you know what you do, you will actually do this unconsciously in the future. And it's just nice that you know what you've been doing, if you've been healthy, and if you've been taking care of yourself. So I hope that this video is helpful to you. And yeah, happy, healthy living.